When entering the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo, countless species of flowers set up the beautiful scenery. Behind this scenery, there is a history as well as a passion for education, conservation, and community. Located in Fort Wayne's Franke Park, the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo has been up and running since July 3, 1965. Beginning as a nature preserve, the zoo has grown in leaps and bounds, becoming nationally recognized and critically acclaimed. This zoo has been especially important in my life. My great-grandpa was on the crew that poured the concrete for the existing capuchin monkey exhibit, as well as the former sea lion exhibit. My parents always took me and my sister to the zoo when we were younger. I visited the zoo with friends after prom when I was in high school, and this year was my most memorable trip to the zoo. This September, I got engaged at the zoo. Although I've had many unforgettable experiences at the zoo, I hope this brief tour of the animals I photographed during my most recent trip will entice you to make memories at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo as well. When you enter the Central Zoo area, you will notice the free-roaming ducks, geese, and peafowl. Around this Central Zoo area, there are food machines where you can feed these birds. Every once in a while, the male, called a peacock, will flash his brilliantly colored tail. They do this to attract a female mate, called a peahen. These peafowl freely roam the zoo because of their tame nature and tendency to stay in one place once comfortable. Next in the zoo is the African Journey. This exhibit opened in 2009, breaking the previously held attendance record made in 1994. In this area of the zoo, we can find the bat-eared fox, the spotted hyena, the plains zebras, wildebeest, and ostriches, as well as the Amur leopard, reticulated giraffe, and African lion. The observation tower by the giraffe exhibit allows guests to interact with the animals by feeding them. Guests may even get a close-up view of a giraffe's 20-inch tongue as they eat right out of their hand. The Amur leopard, located near the end of the African Journey, was very active the day I visited. It was pacing back and forth as if it noticed something just outside of its cage's limits. After passing its exhibit, I discovered a smaller creature, a chipmunk, freely wandering the zoo, which was probably the reason the leopard was so intense. While walking through the African Journey, Bill, the African lion, was one of the most entertaining of all the animals. On my trip to the zoo, I noticed that when walking further on the trail, you could see Bill standing at the top of the hill in his exhibit. At the top of the hill, Bill let out a loud roar that caused all of the visitors to stop and observe him. His majestic mane and powerful presence are definite reasons why he is one of the most popular animals at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. After exiting the African Journey, the Indonesian rainforest had an abundance of interesting animals. The Sumatran orangutans are extremely endangered species. In the wild, they are relatively lazy animals who stick to the treetops where their food source can be found. Tengku, the male orangutan, and Melati, the female, had a new orangutan join them in July. Her name is Tara, and the zoo hopes that after some more time and introduction, Tengku and Melati will be joined by her in Orangutan Valley. These animals are very intelligent, and unfortunately, they could become extinct anywhere between 10 and 20 years from now. The Sumatran tiger, another endangered species found in the Indonesian rainforest exhibit, is endangered due to habitat destruction. Buying products that only have sustainable palm oil can help save these majestic cats. Their habitat is being destroyed for palm oil plantations, so choosing to buy the sustainable palm oil keeps their habitats intact. Two of the tigers in the exhibit, Inda and Bararga, turned 2 years old this August. Inda, the female tiger, has been known to play by the glass and to be interested in people. Their mother did not raise them properly, so zookeepers had to bring up these cats, possibly stimulating their interest in humans. Another section of the zoo, the Australian Adventure, features the eastern grey kangaroos and dingoes. You can walk through the kangaroo exhibit, getting especially close to these marsupials. These animals tend to rest in the shade during the afternoon and travel and live in small groups. Dingoes, unlike kangaroos, are endangered. Because they descended from wolves, and as the species eventually bred with domesticated dogs, there are few genetically pure dingoes left in the wild, such as the ones at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. These canines are hunted for bounty in Australia despite conservation efforts. The Fort Wayne Children's Zoo gives its guests knowledge and faces to many of the endangered species needing our help. The zoo is a non-for-profit organization which operates on membership and admission fees as well as donations. So, whether you're going to the zoo for fun or for facts about the animals, be sure to enjoy each exhibit to its fullest. Experience the petting zoo for some interactive fun. Or head to the Wild Things gift shop for some memorabilia of your visit. Either way, the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo is a great place for both children and adults of all ages. Once you've been there, heard their story, and seen some of the incredible animals and their stories, the experience will stick with you for years. As I have found in my experience, once you've been to the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo, you will only want to return time and time again.